So, I'm live.
Yeah,
It's alive. It's alive.
This is over here.
What's up?
This chat is not going to work. You're going to have to do it off your phone, probably. Is that an issue doing it off your phone?
Well, yeah, it was when I was doing it off my phone before. It was from look here. The chat's on the computer screen. It's the screen that crashed. Your phone is the correct live stream. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so here.
You're reading the chat from the stream that
read off this one right here. Well, yeah, that's probably the best we can do right now. It's right there. Is that too small for you?
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Ah. Hello, Casper. Sorry I missed it. We confused you. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay, man.
If you need anything, just
Okay, man. Well, so I'm live. I can't believe it. I am so blessed, so lucky. So, anyhow, I'm sorry to be so confused. Thanks for your help, Jeff. I appreciate you getting me straight. Okay, we'll open this up. 8:49. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, let me go back a little bit. So, oh boy, D9 going to be like, huh? What happened? You need help with something? Faja tuned in. Yes, man, I blew it here, but thank you for helping me out. Washington County News says, he did it. I'm the Pug says, OMG. Casper T All says, oh shit. BY Utiful says, you better go help him, D9. Casper T All, LOL. Washington County News Station, LOL. Casper T All, best ending ever, LOL. Jeff Homestead says, I'm the Pug, thanks. BY Utiful. He got confused between the streams chat and the other one. Yeah, I did. Oh, Michelle, if you only knew how confused I was most all of the time. Casper T. All, this made my Friday, LOL. Beautiful says, this is so damn funny, though. Yeah, thanks a lot. Make fun of me. I can't help it if I'm a dunce. A Luddite. I chose to be stupid. Really. It is so damn funny. This is what happens when you die and are watching Relatives. It was beautiful. We love you, Faja, LOL. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I love you too. I really do. Casper T. Y'all, D9 is going to be pissed, LOL. Yeah. Well, the funny thing about D9 is that he is really contained. Oh, Jeff. One moment. Hey, Jeff. Oh, let's see what the one on Dan's laptop says.
I don't know how it's happening, but it's actually pretty dark for you.
I'm the Pug says, not again. Jeff Homestead says, isn't this great? LOL. Beautiful says, LOL. But it was so funny. I think we all loved it. Oh my gosh.
I think you're now in the right stream.
Oh, well, this is terrifying. This is just great. Well, thanks for calling and letting me know.
You're welcome, Andrew.
Hey, well, listen, while I've got you on the phone, what do you think we ought to talk about in the next few minutes before we close down for the night?
Oh, wow, that's a good one. I was just getting ready to take cricket out in the moonlight. Well, tomorrow night's a full moon. It's one of the fullest moons that we're going to have this year, 2020.
Okay, that's cool.
I forget what they call it. I'm brain dead.
Okay. All right. Well, I will go back to, trying to make.
Treat having you on tonight. It really is.
Well, thank you. God bless you. Appreciate it. So I will say farewell and figure out how to do this, because this stream. Oh wait, maybe if I shut down my phone, it'll come back to the real stream, and I'll be able to match what's on my phone to what's on the screen, right?
Hold on. So you're not able to watch what's going on?
No, the stream on my phone is from the prior chat.
Oh, you're trying to read it off your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let me help you with that.
Okay. D9 is here. Bye, Jeff.
Nobody's laughing at you. We just find it very funny.
Yeah, I know. I feel well loved. So no problem. I'll call you back, Jeff. God bless.
Good night.
Okay, open up YouTube. Okay.
So Dan's helping me get coordinated here so I can read the current stream off my phone.
There you go. You got it.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
God bless you. Hey, listen. It's 8:59 now. How long do you think I should take this?
Well, it's your call.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, Dan just said a dangerous thing. He said, I asked him, I said, how long do you think I ought to go with this? It's coming on 9 o'clock. And I expected him to say, oh, another 5 minutes, and then you can call it quits. But he says, no, do what you want. So maybe we'll go for another hour. Who knows? Okay, so let me go back to see if I can. BY Utiful says LOL, but it was so funny. I think we all. Well, I hope so. Oh, okay. Okay, so talking about funny, I think I might have told you this before, but just in case I didn't, I will now. I was at this church meeting a while back, and the fellow was talking about his father, who was 92 years old and living in a senior home, and he had fallen in love and was going to get married last Saturday to a 90-year-old woman. I said, yay, that isn't love grand. So anyhow, I was very relieved when he told me that it was really his dad, because I thought what he was going to do was tell me the story about the 94-year-old patient at the Benyon Veterans Home that was going to marry a 24-year-old nurse. And the veterans advocate took him aside and he said, Victor, you got to watch out, man, because when there's that much difference in the age of the bride and the groom, I said, I mean, we could be talking about mortality on your wedding night. And Victor turns to the Veterans Advocate and says, well, if she dies, she dies. I think that's funny. So, it's strange telling a joke to a camera like that because I have no idea. I'm the pug says, not again. My cricket has mad gas. Got to take her out. BRB. Okay. Yeah, dog farts are the worst. Isn't this great? LOL. Utiful says, LOL, but it was so funny. I think we all loved it. I'm the pug says, OM, is that GGG or QQQ? Can't tell. Hee hee, go Jeff. Haunted and now. Oh man, I'm so happy to see you here. How's it going, Haunted? You are so cute. I'm the pug says, oh, he's back. Yes, I think I'm back. Am I on the correct stream now? Call me, Jeff, and let me know. Right, Steve. D9 Beat says, I'm back in the chat. So how am I doing, Dan? Am I all right? Am I reading the right stream? I'm the pug says GHOMST. What does that stand for? I just have no idea. Haunted Denal, yay, BYU Utiful. This is one of the best chat streams of all time. Oh, BYU, I wish you were here so I could squeeze you real tight around the neck. I just adore you. I think you're a wonderful young woman. D9 Beats, thanks everyone. On my new beat channel, I'm getting better number with 25 people than with 4.11K people. And then good sign. BY Utiful says, haha, nice. Yeah. Hope the channel split will be good for getting new viewers. Yeah, that's powerful stuff. When you talk about new viewers, I've been doing a lot more reading and scoping on YouTube about how to get subscribers and how to grow your channel and how to start your streams and blah, 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 blah. And it's, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a steep mountain of information to have to climb. Terrifies me, man. I'm terrified. I hope that splitting this channel will be good for getting new viewers. Which reminds me, I was talking earlier about the coherence and the consistency within the D9 fam of positivity and self-support. And I wanted to share my impression that everybody on this channel is a recruiter. And each of the members of the D9 fam has an opportunity to go out and find one or maybe even two people. You can say, hey, look, I'm trying to help this guy grow his channel because it's such an influence for good. So let me encourage you to join the channel. And, I have old friends from when I was in the music business. And, I've sent them texts and say, Keith, you got to check out this guy, Danny Wilson. He is putting out fire beats. Well, I don't talk to him that way because he's still stuck in the 70s. But, I say, hey, listen to these backing tracks. These are fabulous. And so I am personally responsible for finding 2 new subscribers to Dan's channel. And I would encourage each of you to do exactly the same. Because think of what it would be like if we could double the size of this stream and then double it again and double it again. By the end of the summer, we could have 10,000 subscribers. I'm not making that up. I'm just talking about a geometric progression. And if we could just find a way to motivate the members of the D9 fam to see this not just as a recreational activity, but as a cause. Jeff says, yes, you're reading the right stream, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate the reassurance that I am not completely on Mars, just mostly on Mars. Okay. Let's see what I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed, Johnson Family Vids, because I know your name, but I cannot remember your name. But I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad you're participating in this stream or my little moment in the stream. So D9 Beat says, hi. This is my new only music page. Washington County News. Nice at D9 Beats. Johnson Family Vids. Cool. D9 Beats calls it the Wrench Gang. Yeah, you are the Wrench Gang, all right. I love you guys. You really motivate me, man. There's only one like on this. Hit the like button. Are you kidding? We only got one like on the live stream. Oh my gosh. Now there's 3. Let's try this again. Live chat. Okay. Yes, you're reading from the right stream. Haunted Danelle. Hey, how do y'all get those green hearts? How do you get those little... Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Okay, so BY Utiful has a link there to the text you didn't get, a Post Malone cover by Jay Warren. Yeah, I believe that Jay Warren is a fine musician. I don't believe that BY Utiful would be sharing a link if she didn't think that Jay Warren was talented. I'm not gonna go to it because I don't want to take a chance of screwing up the stream again. Oh man. Oh, BY Utiful says, "Oh, Jay Warren is really, really good." LOL. Well, you wouldn't like him if he wasn't. I'm sure of that. I think you have turned me on to a lot of really good music. I mean, you were Michelle. You were the person who introduced me to Imagine Dragons. I just thought, it's an interesting name. They've got the marketing team from BYU behind them, and Imagine Dragons. Imagine that. Oh, almost as cool as Neon Trees. No, but I listened to them. There's good music, and then when you when you turned me on to the foreign figures in that song Jank. I just think that is so cool. Makes me proud to be from Provo. So, Michelle, why don't you? Yeah, I believed you when I listened to Imagine Dragons. At first, before I listened to them, I just thought it was all a marketing campaign with a catchy name. But when you listen to the music, it's actually really damn good, and especially true of foreign figures. In fact, I would encourage you to pull up a couple of links for Imagine Dragons and yeah, I heard they didn't listen to you in 2009. Anyhow, why don't you post a couple of links for foreign figures and turn some people into new music? Okay, DJ Depressed. What the hell happened is that Dan had a rough night last night. He got so excited his progress in the channel, he couldn't sleep. And so he had a largely sleepless night. And he was down here grinding it out, pushing. And I sent him a text and said, what do you think, Dan? You want me to come down and cover for you a little bit so you can get some rest? And he allowed me to come down and to visit on his stream while he went and rest. And what happened is that I started telling the story and I killed the stream somehow. Don't ask me how. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to kill it, but got a phone call from Arizona saying, hey, you're not on the air any longer. So we tried to fix that. And then after we fixed that, I got some visual deficits. And so I'm holding my phone up close and so I can read it. And I'm reading the stream I'm reading the chat from the stream that died. And foolishness. Dan got the stream going again. And here we go. Depresses. No. Danny just turned into a handsome man. Depressed. I am your father. And don't forget it. No, I'm Dan's dad. And it sounds stupid to say, Dan, you are my biggest fan. And what I really meant is, Dan, I am your biggest fan. And I have so much love and respect for the music that he's creating here and for the spirit of positivity and self-help that we have here. BY Utiful, can I do a bunch of links? Is that legal? YouTube, if they're big time bands? I don't know the answer to that. I suspect that you could post one link in the chats and put the Discord under promotions. You could put 100 links if you wanted to there. D9 Beat says, I transcended to a beautiful state. Daniel, you are always in a beautiful state. DJ Depressed got a wrench. It's the wrench gang. No, not a lot of links, says D9. That's a no. BY Utiful. LOL DJ, he's always been handsome. LOL, that's right. What? I prefer his charm over Danny any day. Well, DJ, you and I got to have a talk about setting up another channel. All right. T9. Okay. Well, let me share an idea. That I had. As many of you know, I'm a Vietnam veteran, 72 years old, and I have struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder and depression and anxiety and aggression for decades. In the 90s and 2000s, I was hospitalized 7 times in 12 years for these conditions, trying to keep my life together without having to go to jail for criminal mischief or disturbing the peace or whatever else I was doing to make life hell for the people around me. And in the process of trying to recover, I guess is the right word, in the effort to learn how not to be pissed all the time. I've practiced all sorts of therapeutic remedies for post-traumatic stress, all kinds of medicine. Oh my God, I bet you I've taken 15 different antidepressants or anti-anxiety pills, and none of them. Wait a minute. Miss Southern Belle just contributed $4.99. Oh, God bless you, my dear. You're so sweet. That's so wonderful. Okay, so anyhow, in doing all this therapy, I have really developed quite a catalog of skills and information and knowledge, which I'll share with anybody at the drop of a hat if given half a chance. Like I know a thing or two. I'm not an expert, but I do know a thing or two about mindfulness. And if you don't know about mindfulness, I can tell you right now, in just a few words, that most of us spend most of our time trapped in the past, being pissed off about the stuff that happened to us way back when. And then we spend a good deal of our time being terrified of what might happen to us in the future. You know, notwithstanding the fact that most of the stuff that we imagine happening never happens. So we spend most of our time in the past or in the future. And in doing those, being absorbed habitually in those two areas of our life, we lose the very important present moment. And it's only in the present moment that we get to do all that cool adult stuff, like observing and analyzing and planning and goal setting and deciding and loving. You know, that stuff only happens like right now. So then the question arises, okay, Mr. Smartypants, if it's so important to be in the present moment, how do you do that? Well, my buddy Dylan Davis, who was, I forget what his rank was, but he was a trainer in Iraq, and he had 172 troopers that he worked with, and his job was to give them the skills that they needed to stay alive when they were out in patrol in the land of Haji. And one of the most important skills that they teach them is what they call SILS. You guys ever heard of SILS? Well, it's really simple. I'm sure you've heard of it. It stands for stop, look, listen, and smell. Because when you'll stop and look, mackerel, I don't hear anything. Stop, look, listen, and smell. There's nothing burning. It smells normal. So by doing the SILS exercise, if you're a combat soldier, it takes you out of the fear of maybe being killed. It takes you out of the resentment about being trained poorly or whatever. Brings you into the present moment where you can look around and save your own life. I smell camel dung. Haji must be close. Practice SILS and you can be in the present moment. You can enjoy this instant in time. You can learn new things. You can be completely in control of your life. You know, we've talked before about energy spheres. Well, if you can imagine a softball-sized sphere of energy, and it's just glowing bright. And this is the energy that you get to control. These are all the choices that you can make. What will you eat? When will you sleep? Who will you give your love to? How to stay safe. It's in the present moment that you get to do all of these grown-up things. And as you examine your moment, your present moment, man, it's amazing how many creative opportunities present themselves to you that allow you to become exactly the person that you want to be. Cool thing, huh? So will let you be in the present moment, and being in the present moment allows you to defeat anger about the past or fear about the future and work in the right now to have the kind of life that you want. And you know, when you live in the present moment, you sit back and just quietly reflect. The desires can well up, can bubble up like the smell of garden flowers in the spring, you know, or the dew on the grass. And when you're in this present moment, guess what else you get to do? You get to help somebody else. And that's what makes the D9 stream so unique. And that's what makes the D9 stream so appealing to me, that I want to do everything in my power to make certain that every one of you people gets to fulfill your deepest desires. You know, I listen to music sent in by guys like Lil Dodzy or ATK Productions or Javi Beats or AVI or KZ Auckland. I mean, hearing all of this music, and I'm going, holy mackerel. This is a lot cooler than what I'm hearing on FM 100. You know, when I get in my car and I'm driving up the street, I'm like, oh man, this isn't as good as D9 stuff. Anyhow, another thing about being in the present moment is that it frees you from being another passive consumer of media. You are in control of the electrons that you take into your consciousness. Okay, so let's see what else it says here on the screen. D9 beats. Let me back up here. Holy mackerel. Okay. Jeff Homestead says I can relate 100%, actually 180%, 150%. Carson Sherwood, I don't recognize your name, man, but I am so glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're participating. I hope that you will hang out for a good long time and share your positivity. Are you a music producer also, Carson? How did you find? He says I haven't been here in a long time. Well, thanks for being here now. Danny says hi, Carson. Carson Sherwood says hello. D9 Beat says I'm letting my pops take over tonight. Yeah, wonderful. Carson Sherwood says, what's going on? As Hannon Adventure says, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hannon Adventures. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I love that guy. So Carson, I love you too, man. I'm glad you're here. D9 Beat says, how are you, buddy? Carson Sherwood says, cool. Carson Sherwood says, I'm cool too. D9 Beat says, I started this account for my beats only. And Carson says, nice. Carson Sherwood says, I've been caught up in school and stuff, so Dan says, how's life been? D9 Beat says, yes, school. He and I have been there. Carson says, yeah. D9 Beat says, totally gets in the way, man. Can't get in the middle of that one. It's hard, but worth it in the end. Carson, I'm on your team there. It's hard, but it's worth it in the end. I don't know anybody who regrets learning skills. Learns. Okay. Jeff Homestead says, better to be pissed off than pissed on. Yeah, that's true. Carson Sherwood says, LOL. D9 Beats, Carson, studying anything fun? Carson says, just the science fair and having influenza. Oh, no, man, I hope you didn't have the influenza. Carson says, but otherwise I am learning angles and degrees with protractors. Yeah, that's a good thing, Carson. You become an engineer with angles and degrees. Yeah. And soon you'll be learning logarithmic and tangents and coordinates and all that stuff. Carson says, thank you, heart. Carson says, I am not a music producer, but I wish to be a DJ sometime. Well, by golly, that's a wonderful task. You know, some of the coolest music experiences of my life are thanks to good DJs. Jeff Homestead says, geometry, oh my. Yeah, it's true, man. Sines and cosines. Sines, cosines. D9 Beat says, that woke me up, LOL. BY Utiful is back. So you're back, huh? That's good. That is good. Yeah, so Is there anything you guys want to talk about? Oh, okay. So you tell me what you want to talk about. In the meantime, I'll share with you. I'll just develop that idea. I'll develop that idea with you about, you have this softball size sphere of energy, and that represents everything that you have control over. What you eat, what you drink, when you sleep, what you sleep, who you offer your affection to, what you study. There's an awful lot of stuff that you have absolute control over. How fast will you drive? And then outside of that, imagine a basketball sphere with a little less energy, and that represents things that you don't necessarily control, but things that you have influence over. What's an example of something that you have influence over? Well, let's take a day at work, just for example, or a day at school. Depending on the attitude that you bring to the exercise, sitting in an algebra or geometry class can be boring, deadly, useless as hell. And yet, if you can come to that information with a more appropriate mindset, you can learn skills and gain tools that will enable you to create wonderful inventions, build a wonderful life. And then beyond that is the great infinite sphere. And the great infinite sphere is a sphere over which you don't really have any control and you don't have any influence. I feel that way a lot about Washington, D.C. But I must admit that a politician in Washington did something that I really. So I called up his office in Washington and I said, "Hey, dude, I really like what you did. That took real courage, and I want to support you in this path." And so, do I have any influence with this guy? He's a senator. No, I don't really have any measurable impact on his decision, but at least I can put my little spark out there into the stream so that he knows he's not totally alone. Sorry about this yawning. Since I had my stroke. Since I've had my stroke, I've been so blessed that I've recovered about 99.5%. The only thing I have any significant trouble with now is with my swallow reflex. Every once in a while, I'll just, swallow without thinking, and the spit will go down the wrong tube. I'll be choking. And nothing I can do about it except practicing my skill. My swallowing therapy. So that's one deficit that I have. The other deficit that I have is that I get so tired, so tired, and I sleep like a maniac. Boy, oh boy. So it occurs to me that I mentioned to you earlier that I've been working as a veterans advocate since about 1998. And when I had this stroke, I thought, well, that's over. Can't do that anymore. I just can't be this tired and go to all those meetings, every day, every week. So hanging out with Danny and learning from the D9 clique, it occurs to me that one of the most ideal things that I can do is to use this electronic access to create a channel that would be a virtual clubhouse for veterans and first responders and anybody who is struggling with mental illness or dang, I wish I could stop that. Sorry if I'm making any of you yawn out there. But this is a tool, this is a pathway that I can deliver recovery information to anybody who's looking for an exit ramp off of the KI way. And had an idea for a song that when you're out there on the chaos highway, that's where your stress and confusion has their effects on you. And you don't want to die. You just want an end to all the fucking pain. Yeah, that's right. So, I have these business cards that were printed for me by the county where I live, Utah County. And I'm one of the co-founders of the Utah County Veterans Council. And they printed me up these business cards, and it says, Andrew Wilson, suicide prevention. I'm going, what the hell? I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a professional. I'm just a friend. So we have this opportunity to leverage Dan's streaming technology and to create a channel for veterans and first responders and other people who are looking for relief from these terrible feelings of fear and anger and resentment and whatever else. Okay, so Grandpa, LDA, yes, you got me, man. I am a grandpa, 72 years old. And, the strange thing is that in here I still feel 17. Yeah. Okay. So BYU Beautiful is back. Yay, Bills. Actually was telling my roommate their share of the bills. Oh, I hate that when you have to share it with them because they should know on their own, huh? Carson Sherwood says, you're good, dude. Everyone is listening till the end. LDA, Grandpa. LDA says, what are we doing? Telling stories? Well, yeah, we could tell stories. BY Utiful says, D9 is taking a break tonight, so Faja is doing the stream. Jeff Homestead says, words of wisdom time. LDA says, okay. Young Spaz, who the hell are you, man? No, I'm so glad. I don't recognize your name, but I'm so glad you're here. It's going great with me. How's it going with you? Where are you in the world, Spaz? Yeah. Are you a producer as well? LDA says, congrats. LDA says, you look a lot like D9. I'm surprised the look stayed throughout the generations. Dan is much more handsome than I am and has better hair too. Carson Sherwood says, I'm sorry, but I'll see y'all later. Peace. Peace out, Carson. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming by, adding your positivity. Do me a favor. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, okay? I only have 3 likes now, though. It would be nice. It would be nice to impress Dan with all the likes that we have. Please hit that like button, and if you like what's going on, hang out. Oh, Atlanta. Oh, that's a beautiful town. I love Atlanta, and what a music town. You're a producer there. You are growing in a fertile land. So, how's the recording industry there in Atlanta? It was booming a while back, and one of my favorite record producing teams call themselves the Atlanta Rhythm Section, and man, it was like six or eight really genius guys got together and just they'd walk in, hear a tune for the first time, and 15 minutes later they've got an arrangement that's a hit record. So Young Spaz says rapper and singer. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I can't do it myself because I just don't have the technical skills. But Dan has a Discord channel. If you have Discord, I would recommend you go to his Discord channel and upload some of your beats and your raps, and let Danny play them here on the stream, because I know that he is highly motivated. That every young producer that comes here, Dan wants to see them build a wider audience for their music. So yeah, be welcome here. Be welcome here. LDA says, this is so wholesome. This is so wholesome. Okay, so let's see. Y'all want to hear another joke? I got a real wicked long joke. Young Spaz says it's actually difficult to get out there into the industry here. Most higher ups usually don't spare the time. And yes, sir, I'm in Dan's Discord chat. I will definitely come more often. Well, you will definitely be very welcome. You will definitely be very welcome. And I've never met anybody who is as open to new content as Dan is. And every once in a while, like there's a fellow on the stream. I don't know if he's here right now because he's from London, and it's like 2 a.m, 3 a.m there. But he just started in the chat here. He started typing in comments, and lo and behold, they were rhyming. And so Dan says, Dodzy, you're rhyming. So write some lyrics. And here's a beat. Write some lyrics. And Dodzy wrote some lyrics. And so Dan says, okay, when we get 50 likes, we'll get Dodzy to sing. And oh my God, it was only a few minutes. It was only a little bit. And Dan had 50 likes. And so we called Dodzy and put him right there on the spot. And he did it, man. He'd never done it before. He'd always been very, what's the word? Introverted with his creativity, but Dan pulled him right out, and it's a wonderful thing. So I'm sure that Dan will do that for you as well. Yeah. Michelle says, D9 Beats, I'm so glad you're taking a break to take care of yourself. I have to tell you, I'm really glad he's taking a break to take care of himself too, because it gives me an opportunity to practice to see what kind of capacity that I have to uh, fill this chair in a way that is entertaining and informative for the fam. And I am so proud of the fact one of my greatest accomplishments in recent years is that I get to be the Faja of this D9 clique, the Faja. You know, so Haunted Gamer, I am your Faja. Michelle, I am your Faja too. I get to Hannon Adventures. I just got to notice that Hannon Adventures is putting stuff up. But yeah, I am part of this. Now I'm glad that Daniel's taken some time off, so I get to practice and explore the possibility that maybe I could leverage this experience into I don't know if I want a separate channel per se, but I could focus on having a stream of information and uplifting comments or uplifting content that would give folks an alternative to blowing their brains out. Yeah. Jeff's Homestead, you're actually at 12 likes, Andrew. I refreshed the screen. Hey, that's nice. That's very nice. How long have I been on here? For about an hour? Let's see, when did I come on? Dun, 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 dun. Miss Southern Belle. Are you still here, Southern Belle? Oh my golly. According to this, I came on at 9:14, or at least that's as far back as I can run the chats, 9:14. So I guess it was longer than that. But holy smoke. This is a wonderful thing. 12 likes. Let's see, refresh the screen. Oh my gosh. On my screen, it says I only have three likes. Let's try this again. Well, bum, bum, bum. Okay, gotta watch the ad here. Skip ad. And uh-oh. So I tried to refresh the screen, and let's try this again live. Okay, I'm back. Actually at 12 likes. That is really great. Michelle says, wow, geez, I was behind in the stream suddenly. LOL. Yeah, really. Going on 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks for the correction there, Jeff. LDA says, do you use Ecosia or Google? I am not familiar with Ecosia at all. I use Google almost exclusively. Occasionally, I have a search engine downloaded to my phone called DuckDuckGo. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. D9 Beat says, okay, I'm back. Hello, buddy. Ecosia is Google, but when you look something up, it plants a tree in real life. Well, that sounds pretty wonderful. Ecosia. I'll look into that, LDA. That's really terrific, and it's free. And now I feel like I'm an advert. No, you're not an advert. You're an advocate. There's a big difference, buddy. And advocates help to make the world a better place without looking to feather their own nest. So yeah. LDA says, yeah, I have 150 trees planted. That is wonderful, dude. Dreamland. Good night, Faja and family. Good night, Jeff. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for helping correct me when I was so far off the beam earlier. I mean advert as in an advertiser. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I meant also, LDA. It seems to me that an advertiser will put out a stream of information in order to gain a reward. And it seems to me that you were just sharing information about Ecosia, not because you're looking for a reward, but because you're trying to get more trees planted. So I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to be working with that. BY Utiful, BY D9 Beats, try to text me something and see if I get it. Just curious if it's working on my end, LOL. LDA says NVM. I guess that means never mind. 157 trees. LDA says, oh, sorry, didn't hear. The Dark Void. Dun, 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 dun. Hi, Dark. I'm glad you're here, man. This is the Faja speaking, Danny's dad. And I'm just trying to create a little cushion for him so that he can rest up and still get the view hours that the new channel needs in order to thrive. LDA says, I thought you said informant. No, man. No, I think that you are an advocate, and that's a wonderful thing. Cringeosaurus says, night, Jeff. Cringeosaurus, hello, dear. I'm so glad you're here. Did you hear the story about Bear and Tara meeting up with Cringeosaurus back in the Pleistocene era? Night, Cringeosaurus, says Jeff. So anyhow, I have such a good feeling about that story about the bear, the dog, and the dinosaur. Who else can we bring into that story? Dark Void, you want to be in my little story about a bear and a terrier and a dinosaur? What's up, everyone? Well, what's up in my chair is in the background in the background, we're making up this story, a story that we could tell that would communicate some difficult thoughts, but in a way that doing it in a way that was non-threatening, like in the dog and bear story, the dog is nipping at the bear's heels because the bear is in a food frenzy and not really in this world, and sidling closer and closer and closer to the edge of a cliff. And the dog is trying to pull on the bear to get him away from that cliff. But the bear is in a frenzy, and he doesn't realize that the dog is trying to help him. And so he, in his irritation, reaches down and swats the dog, and the dog goes flying over the cliff. And the point that I'm trying to share is that you can have all the power in the world and be trying to do the very best thing that you can do. And sometimes the creature and the person that you're trying to help will misinterpret your activities and swat you all right off the cliff. And so you just got to be aware of that. So that's the kind of goings on that we got going on. Let's see what else we got here. So, Cringosaurus, what do you think about that? About that part of the story about the beautiful Cringosaur. No comment. No news is good news. Oh my night. Coming on 2 hours, he says. Okay. What are you up to, Dark Boy? You been creating anything interesting? Cringosaurus, thank you for the positive feedback. Thank you for the positive feedback. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I know something that we could talk about that we haven't talked about before. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the last time I was on the stream, had a big old cast. Let's see, where are we here? Had a big old cast on my hand right here, after having had an operation for what they call Dupuytren's contracture. And as you can see, I still got let's move this a little bit. Yeah, so I still got a little bit of soreness there and a lack of flexibility, but not long until I'm going to be able to get back to playing guitar. And let's see, how does this work? All right. So it's not going to be long until I'm going to be able to get back to playing guitar. Yeah, I don't want to show you this scar tissue too much. YouTube doesn't like it to show gory stuff. KZ Auckland, what is up? KZ Auckland. You're one of the the important people in this chat, KZ. Yeah, yes, you are. Um, Dan's just taking a little break, but KZ, how goes it in NZ? Says BY Utiful. Anyhow, when I think I'd been monitoring, oh, KZ, you're so kind. Faja for life. Oh, man. Love you, man. Can't wait to get to Auckland so I can meet you. Yeah, that'll happen in time. Yes, it will. I'm sure it will. New Zealand is, from the travelogues and the movies, New Zealand is one of the places that I've always wanted to go in the world. I used to want to go to Paris, but I'm not so burning desire to go to Paris, but I sure would like to go to Auckland. Okay, nice day here in New Zealand. And D9 says, I hope you're doing well, buddy. Yeah, me too. So the rest of you guys, let me tell you this story. I forget exactly how long ago it was, but I'm new to all. I'm new to Dan's stream. I wasn't on the stream back in August and September when he was getting things organized. But after a while, I tuned in, and I really liked the spirit that was here, and I liked the people that were here. And one night, KZ, Dan was doing a marathon stream. I think he's pushing close to 12 hours. And KZ says, I really need to go. I'm not feeling well. I have a fever. So I'll see y'all later. And Dan picked up the ball and says, wait a minute. We've got all of this energy here in the stream. We've got all of these great people. Everybody send your positive healing vibes to KZ. KZ Auckland. And I thought, yeah, this is cool. I can't jump in on this. And so I sent all my positive healing vibes to KZ Auckland. Well, an hour later, he was still in the stream. And so I, typed in, KZ, I thought you had to go. I had a fever. And he says, I'm feeling much better now. And so about that time, Dan says, okay, everybody, KZ's feeling better now, but let's be sure to send him the healing positive vibes. Okay, so everything's great. Everything's great. The stream comes to a happy close. And a couple of days later, I'm back in the chat again. And there's KZ Auckland. How are you doing, buddy? And he said, my health is perfect. I feel 120%. And I thought, my gracious, the power of this community to create positive miracles. What can we do? What can we? And it's just limitless, the good that we can do with this channel. Did you know that if you take one star off the Australian flag, that it's what our flag looks like? I did not know that, KZ. Yeah, BYU says, yeah, KZ, I actually have an NZ flag my brother gave me. Cool. Oh, nice. Casey Auckland sends the beautiful hearts. That's cool. That is cool. So we're living and learning, and oh my God, I lost the chat again. Holy mackerel! I got 19 likes. I got 19 likes in this stream now. Oh, that is really cool. Top chat. Wait a minute. Live chat replay. That is not what we want. I did it again, man. There's the one. Let's try this again. All right, I think I have it. I think I have it back to the real stream. Da, 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 da. Just, whoops. Let's see if that goes through. Sending out a message to the stream. Hello, fam. That's Andrew Wilson. Mm-hmm. Well, it's 10:08. I've been doing this for a little while. What do you think? We have a lot of people in the chat. Well, 7 in the chat. So shall we be thinking about a strategy to wind it down, or do you guys have a creative enterprise in your mind? Well, Casey Auckland is sending the waving hand. That's good. Da, 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 da. You know, I keep glancing over here to my left, and I keep seeing Dan's guitar. I want to pick it up and strum it. Oh, Dan. I wonder. Play us a bedtime tune. Oh, okay. Let's see. A bedtime tune. Okay, I will see if I can play you a bedtime tune. Good night, sleep tight. Good night. I hope you're happy tonight. Good night. Hey, look at that. I'm using that little finger. All of your troubles be far behind. You can make a miracle if you have a mind. Have a mind to. Everything's gonna be alright. We got a Father who's out of sight. He loves us. So good night. When I was little, my mama would teach me to pray, and at the end of every prayer, she had me thank dear God above for the blessings that He shared. Say, God bless Mom, and God bless Dad, and God bless George and Mac too. 'Cause when I was a little boy, that's what we do. So good night, good night. Don't you know everything will be alright? Good night. We love you. We love you. And good night. Oh, yeah. How about that? I was actually using my little finger. I am so excited. That's the first time I played the guitar since my operation. Yahoo! I'm excited now. Even though I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. BY Utiful says, LOL, oops, it worked. And now I'm typing as I sleep. Sent you right off to dreamland, huh? Oh man, alive. Well, thanks for the suggestion to play you a bedtime tune. I haven't done that in a very long time. Just, make it up as you go along. It worked. And now I'm typing as I sleep. Well, maybe I ought to play one more since that last one worked out so well. Okay, so I'm going to try and play the chord that I couldn't play that motivated me to get the operation. I still can't play it. I got an idea. See all them electrons gathering round. Oh, they make a good sound 'cause they're electrons. Nothing to do. Electrons are dancing in my head. I said those electrons, without them I'd be dead. 'Cause I love them electrons, you know that I do. I love electrons and so do you. They're electrons. Zach Strange says, Danny, you look different. Yeah, he's only put on about 45 years and gone gray and gotten fat. Oh, man. Oh, I am so stoked to be able to play the guitar again. I have not done that in a long time. Casey Auckland, LOL. Has been streamed too long. Yeah, have I been doing this too long, Casey? You think I ought to hang it up for the night? No, I've already been on for a couple of hours. You can't hurt my feelings now. Oh, I love those electrons, and so do you. Yahoo. Ooh. So, let's see what we got here. Chronicles of Hey, how you doing, Chronicles? I am the Faja. I am your Faja. I'm Danny's dad. And when I was down and visiting, actually when I first started chatting, just really on the periphery of the channel, Danny was riffing on Austin Powers, the third movie where they introduce Austin Powers' father. And he says, Faja, Austin Power, I'm your Faja. And so it just sort of morphed into where I could be the Faja. And so I actually had a screen identity of Faja. And if you look on the Discord, the D9 Discord, I am Faja. And I'm so stoked to be able to be a father figure because, I think I must have 30 or 40 years on every other member of the stream. But I'm so stoked to be able to be a part of it. I've had to learn a lot of new stuff that I never thought that I would, that I would ever be able to identify with, like rap music, rap beats. Are you kidding me? I like the Beatles. And, but I will tell you that listening to the beats that are sent in by Taurus and by Avi and a bunch of the others, Little Dodzy, and I'm just knocked out. I think it's great, and I can't wait to get my guitar hooked up so that I can play along with these beats, which I think are brilliant. And, I'll tell you one thing that really sets me apart from many other people of my age is that I actually know who Little Peep is. Yeah. And Juice World. I know who Juice World is. Can you believe that? Oh my God. And PewDiePie. Oh my God. What a character. Anyhow, these doors have opened, and I have a whole new pathway to ridiculousness, happiness. I feel so blessed to be part of y'all. Oh, Chronicles of AJ and Mini Me. Yeah, I like Dr. Eve. $1 million. Yeah. D9 says I look good in the future. Ha ha. I like Dr. Evil and Mini Me. Ha ha. Who's Tonic Zimp? Hey, Tonic. It's good to see you. I don't know. I don't think I've ever interacted with you, but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being part of the chat. How did you come to find this? Casey Auckland says, I like that part of Austin. Moly, 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 moly. Casey Auckland, moly. Moly, 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 moly. My dad would 100% not have an idea who they were. Oh, boy. Chronicles of AJ. LOL. D9 Beats says, hi, Tonic. Yeah, so, is that what that is? Tonic. Oh, geez. Well, sorry, blew that. I said your name wrong. Oh, my golly. Oh, my golly. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, I'm kind of curious. You guys are young and been around and all that stuff. How does it come across that an old fat guy like myself would be all jazzed to participate in this corner of the hip hop world? Is that kind of sick? And I don't mean sick like beats are sick. I mean sick like, that guy ought to get a life. So, if I don't watch out, I'm going to end up getting absorbed in music again. Oh, I guess I ought to not hold the phone right in front of my face. Oh, my. Well, yeah, I saw a clip the other day where the narrator said, my father always taught me never to miss the opportunity to shut the flip up. So I wonder if I should use the time to be quiet. Okay, but gosh, this is so invigorating. Is that we've got 9 people in the chat. 9 people, 8 people. Well, better than right. Let's see how many likes we got now. Oh my gosh, 18 likes. Oh man. Come on, people, let's take that up to 20 likes. I remember when I first started coming to Dan's chats. He would go and go and go, and be so enthusiastic about hitting 50 likes. You know, when we get 50 likes, then Dodzy will sing, and then the night or two later is get 50 likes, and Faja will come and visit us on stream. And here we are, and Faja's in the chair, and 8 are watching now. And boy, oh boy. It doesn't really matter. It's just a game. But it makes it fun to think that I can reach out through the airway and say, come on, we only need a couple more. We only need a couple more, and I'll have 20 likes on my stream. Yay! Well, did I tell y'all that YouTube sent Dan a notice that Faja's stream was advertiser unfriendly? Did y'all know that? Well, it's true. And I said, what did I do? I didn't swear, and I didn't, I didn't do anything insulting or anything like that. Well, it turns out I was reading the policies for monetization, and I was getting dinged because I was reading about the Ojibwas, whom I just think are incredible ancient people. So anyhow, I'm so glad y'all are still watching. Still watching. Let's see what the live chat has to say. We will get them likes back up eventually. Yeah. Well, like Dan says, it's really not about the numbers. It's about the community and building the community, making the community strong. And it's not really my chat, it's your chat. And it's supposed to be here in order to serve you. BYU says, yeah, but we still will. LOL. Yes. Because more likes means more people are being happy. Yeah, that's right, man. That is right. Well, that's what I want to do here. I want to give you all the content in the stream that puts a big smile on your face. Puts a big smile on your face. So, talking about a smile on your face, it reminds me of the fellow who flew into Las Vegas. He's from Hong Kong. Flew into Las Vegas on his Citation 10, beautiful jet airplane. And he goes down into Las Vegas, down to the Strip, and he's talking to the concierge there in the most expensive hotel in Las Vegas. He says, I look for a girl, 6 feet tall, 85 pounds, money, no object. And so they send their agents out into the community, and they're looking for this girl that's 6 feet tall, weighs 85 pounds, because they know that when he says money, no object, he'll pay any amount of money to be able to be close to this girl. And so they look hither and yon, look in Los Angeles, look in San Diego, look in Salt Lake City. They cannot find a girl 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. And so he says, okay, gets back on his plane and he flies back to Hong Kong with the instructions that when they find such a girl, he'll send the jet back, take her to Hong Kong. And lo and behold, finally, up in, what's the name of that community up there where Yellowstone is? Well, anyhow, to make a long story short, they find a girl from Russia, and she is 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. They call up the old boy. We found her. We've got her. And he says, I'll send the plane to Las Vegas immediately. So the plane comes to Las Vegas. They put this girl on it. She flies to Hong Kong. And lo and behold, there's this mansion on a hill. And it's got a door that's 20 feet tall and great big wide thing, solid mahogany. And so she knocks on the door, and the butler opens the door. She walks into the house, and here comes the old boy. Oh, 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. Take off your clothes. And so, money is no object, and she is there for a purpose. And so she just disrobes right where she is, drops her clothes to the floor. He's 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. You stand right there. And so he hobbles on out of the room, and he comes back a minute or so later with a 10-year-old, beautiful little 10-year-old Chinese girl. And he says, you see, 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. Drink your milk, you look just like her. No. Well, am I too silly for words or what? 6 feet tall, 85 pounds. Well, let's see what the comments are, if any. BY Utiful says, dad joke. Okay, that bad, huh? Oh my God. Well, I'm kind of not used to being in this chair for this long. I want to say something very positive, very positive. Okay, I'll say one more positive thing for you. I had to search through the data banks there to find something worth talking about. And the principle that I find is worth talking about, well, there's a lecture, a famous lecture about having faith. And the question the narrator is asking is, what do you have to have before you can have faith? Well, you have to have faith, I mean, you have to have health, maybe. You have to have wealth, maybe. You have to have connections, maybe. You need to have training as a youth, maybe. So what must you have before you can have faith? Well, before anybody can have faith, they must first have the desire to have faith. Because faith isn't something that just floods your mind automatically. That is something like gold nuggets. If you want gold nuggets, you got to go find gold nuggets. And what motivates you to find gold nuggets is the desire to possess golden nuggets. Well, it's the same way with faith. If you want to have faith, you must first have the desire to have faith. And when you have the desire to have faith, you begin the process of acquiring faith. Well, I didn't really bring this up because I wanted to talk to you about faith so much. But I want to share with you that I know that each of you, everybody in this stream, has motivators in their heart. And when they sit quietly, close their eyes, looking for what's within themselves, that if you listen, your heart will tell you your heart's desire. You know, some of you want to be great musicians. Others want to be great doctors. Others want to be great teachers. Others want to be record producers or break into the music business. Every one of us has these desires in their heart. And what I want to share with you is that once you have identified the desire of your heart, it's okay to let that grow, plant that seed, and let that seed grow into a mighty tree of desire. Because when you have desire, when the desire of your mind, the longing in your heart, that's when the process starts taking place. And that through the powers of your mind and through the powers of your heart and the powers of your spirit, your deepest dreams can come true. And you can become exactly the person that you want to be. You can go anywhere or do anything or become anything. It might not happen right away. You know, like I've wanted to be a successful music producer myself since I was 11 years old. But that doesn't mean that has been the solitary path of my life. There have been many other diversions, like the diversion of having 5 children and raising children. You know what? I believe that if I meditate, if I practice SILS and meditate, and the desire of my heart rises to the surface, that what I really want to do is produce beautiful music, I can make that happen. I mean, my hand is getting better. I think that there's little doubt that I'm going to get back out there. And, I played a good night tune for you folks, just off the cuff. And I believe that if I practice and work real hard, that I'll be able to play the lives. I'll be able to play live on the main stage at Disneyland. Yeah. I'll be able to go on a tour of state fairs. Isn't that one? Oh my golly. Okay. Dad joke. Well, thank you for your concern, Dan. Truthfully, I am getting a little worn out. I don't know how you do this for hours and hours and hours because it just is emotionally and physically draining. So my beloved D9 clique, my family, I am your Faja, and I'm so proud to be a part of what you're doing here. And I think I'm going to let it go. And I will leave you with my blessing and leave you with the thought that tonight before you go to sleep, please take a moment for the United States of America. We are in a very, very turbulent time, and this nation especially needs to have the inspiration of the higher power so that we don't just fuck everything up. Okay, so I love you. Thanks, and good night for now. I think, let's see. You want to show me how to turn that on?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Good night.